welcome back to Making Video Your Business. Today, I'm joined by my very good friend, Zoe Bywater.
Hi.
Hi, mate.
Do I need to look at the camera?
No,
Okay.
you can just look at me.
All right.
You don't have to.
fine.
I mean, I know it's awful
No.
to look in my direction, but thanks for coming all the way from Scotland
Yes.
to go on the podcast. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I know you were...
Took 3 days.
I mean, it took 3 days to get down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's far away because we have gone the other way
Yeah.
to do filming with you in your business
Yep.
adventures,
Yeah.
which was fun.
Obviously, we've got 2 businesses, and you came and did the videoing for the Adventures business, which is a wee camper van business.
Yeah, but we worked together. We've known each other for a number of years.
Yeah.
Because you used to own a franchised estate agency business, and we did some work with you. And you're then the lovely Nige,
Yeah.
my mate Nige.
You did. I think I don't know when we originally came across you guys.
I think you came and did some training in like 2018
18? Yeah.
here.
Yes.
Yeah, and then after that we stayed in touch, and I think we just kind of bumped into each other at loads of
events. And obviously, we're working with Chris Watkin as well. Sort of.
Oh, mate,
You're-
my mate,
Your
my
paths
mate.
cross quite regularly.
Yeah,
So yeah, the 2018 course was interesting actually, because I remember there's me,
yeah,
Jim Parker,
yeah,
Ian Story,
yeah,
and Richard, who works with Jim.
yeah.
And I think you said at the beginning there'll be certain people that will do video
Yeah.
after this course,
Yeah, and loads that won't.
and loads that won't. And some of you will smash it out of the park, and others will just fade into the ether.
Yeah,
And I think it took me 18 months
yeah.
from that course in 2018 before I got in front of a camera.
But all those other guys have made
Yeah.
incredible sums of cash as a result of being super visible and building out their personal brand.
Yeah. But it's interesting seeing everyone's journey actually from that day.
I think so. It's wild. But that was a long time ago. That was sort of 7 years ago now. 7 years ago? God.
7.
Yeah, got it. Time flies, doesn't it? And then since then, we worked with you when you had your franchise business. We did a landlord evening and we did a couple of other bits for you.
Yeah.
Some housing tours and stuff like that. And then you absconded to Scotland.
Ran
You
away.
sold up and left the country.
Yes, in 2022.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2022, yeah.
So it's 3 years now. 3 years been gone. So yeah, we moved to Scotland to live the dream.
So what are you doing now?
At the moment,
Yeah.
still got the little camper van business.
And you started a new firm.
Yes. Yes, OMG Consultancy Services. OMG meaning, oh my God.
Yeah,
Because what I'm trying to do is help people who have that oh my God moment.
yeah,
As agents, we have them on a regular basis. Every day there's something that crops up.
yeah,
And it means operations, management and growth.
Yeah.
So not only the oh my God
yeah.
bit, there is some sort of substance behind it as well.
some value there, yeah.
And obviously 20 years in lettings, understanding England and Scotland now, I have a lot to offer, having set my own business up. And
Well, you've actually done. So I've come across a lot of business gurus,
I
professionals.
won't say I'm a guru.
But whatever,
Mm.
but mentors, gurus, growth specialists, whatever, all these people, right? And I personally only really put stock in people who've done the full circle. So for me, because obviously you see this all the time, right? And you know me, I read 10s, 20s, 30 of business development books, all that stuff, right? Or on the internet all the time. I watch loads of business growth and development stuff. We've done scale-up programs, all this sort of stuff. And you have people constantly trying to sell you services, sell you goods and services, sell you things, which is, right, it's business, right? But lots of people telling you all the time, oh, you need to do this, and you need to do that, and you need to do this. So many of them, I've just gone, oh, well, you've read that of you, or you've seen that of you, whatever. But they've not done that full circle, whereas you have taken a business, you've grown it,
Yeah.
you've excelled at it, you've then sold it, so you've completed the circle.
Yeah. Thank you
right?
very much.
No,
Yeah,
I mean
no.
that. I genuinely mean it, because you've actually seen every aspect.
Yeah.
It's very difficult. I was listening to a podcast with Stephen Bartlett and Mr.
I
Beast.
do like Mr. Bartlett.
Brilliant,
Yeah.
right? And they were talking about him, and Mr. Beast, biggest YouTuber on the planet.
Yeah. Have you seen the Beast Games?
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Right. But he was talking about the growth of his business, and he's got a multi-million pound empire, right?
Yeah.
And he was talking about knowing what you know and not knowing what you don't know, right? And getting to a point in your business where, because I often feel like that, where I feel like I've come to the end of my knowledge base, but you're always at the end of knowledge base until you either learn something new or you get someone who knows what you don't know in to help you with the thing you don't know, right? And I think that is really interesting. And so for me, I only really put stock in people like you who've actually got that full circle.
Yeah.
They've done the whole gamut.
There's a lot of things to unpack there. First of all, I've obviously been in the guru space as well and seen it.
Yeah, seen it first.
Seen it as an agent looking for support. And, what is really interesting is sometimes for a fact that individual has not been in that space, in the letting space, for example, has never had days where they've had to do an inventory, staff have gone sick, tenants not paying rent. They've never done any of that. They've never done a market appraisal, and they might tell you how to do the best market appraisal. Well, hang on a sec, have you ever done one? So I totally understand that. And I've been there from zero, if you like, where I was in my spare room at home with no properties, no landlords, no tenants. So I've been there ground up and made myself redundant. Yeah. And I suppose along the way I've made mistakes as well.
Yeah, you have to make them. Yeah. You have to make those errors because you can only learn by doing.
And I think you've got to acknowledge them.
What is it fundamentally that you can help businesses to fix?
I think one of the things is someone said to me from the outset, you need to focus on one thing that you offer.
Yeah.
And I think you can't do that, especially in a lettings environment. You can't do that because every day is different and things do crop up.
Yeah.
So what I can offer is initially is a call with the person just to understand what the pain points are, what are the problems, what's keeping them awake at night, and look at whether or not I can help them with that. It could be to do with operations. It could be to do with process. It could be they're having issues with their staff. So we try and unpack that and understand that. And then we formulate a plan. So that's the initial thing. Some of the things I have done is I've parachuted into businesses and just basically sat there for a couple of days just to see how they are doing things and looking at ways that maybe they can create efficiencies, save money, make money, and then obviously formulate a report and again a plan for that business to grow. And it might be that when I say grow, it might be they're turning over a lot of money and they might be successful from a revenue perspective, but they're just doing things badly. They're spending a day doing an inventory that could take an hour.
Yeah.
Their team might not be dealing with things as quickly or as efficiently as they can, which then means that they're not spending the time on, if you quote Stephen Brown, mining your database because your database is gold. But there might be an agent out there that doesn't necessarily need that level of support. They might just need the oh my God moment happens and they just need someone at the end of a phone. So I'm on speed dial, basically. So they can pay a subscription service where literally they have the opportunity to speak to me for 25 minutes, half an hour, 40 minutes, an hour, how long it's going to take to solve that problem. Yeah. So it might be that, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, that's all they need from me. Because there are times you don't know everything. No. Like you say, you're always learning. I'm still learning. And obviously...
But you've been in lettings for...
20 years.
20 years.
Yeah.
So the things that you don't know about lettings versus the things that you do know about lettings, there's a big gap there.
Yeah, there is. And obviously with the Renters' Rights Bill coming...
massive.
Massive. I keep saying you're literally going to have to unlearn everything and relearn it.
Yeah.
And the issue with that is if you're firefighting in an office, how are you going to train your staff? Are you talking to your landlords? Are you talking to your tenants about it? Or are you just carrying on with the day-to-day?
Yeah.
So I'm there to sort of support you through maybe helping with the day-to-day so you can train your team, but you haven't got the time to train your team. I can train your team. So I'm pretty much... Wherever there's a problem, I go and stick the finger in the dike and stop the water from pouring out.
We've already established that you started doing some video content years ago after some training. How important do you think visuals have become in the makeup of a letting and estate agency business? How important do you think visual marketing, visual media has become in agency?
It's massive. It's absolutely huge. I think visuals, if you want to call it that, is your shop front. It's your window to the world. That's how the world see you. We sort of started on that journey probably during COVID.
Yes.
Probably everybody did. But it was very, very interesting to see how many estate agents and letting agents retreated, disappeared.
So many just closed the doors.
And then, look at that, it was 2 years realistically.
Yeah, 18 months, 2 years.
And I read a statistic where I think, was it 2024, it was going to be 85% of online content that will be viewed will be video. So if you're not doing video, your competitor down the road is going to do it and you're going to lose out massively. And I think that's where people forget. And there's so many elements to it as well. I think people just think it's the virtual tours, it's the nice flowery, drone shots of houses for sale and things like that. There is so many other elements to it that you need to be looking at. I mean, I read a book and I think you you started me on this journey with the book They Ask You Answer. But there's a follow-up book called The Visual Sale, which is an absolute game changer in terms of understanding what you need to be doing from a video perspective and a content perspective to take your business to that next level. Because it's just, some of the things that people just don't do.
Mobile video content usage increases by 100% annually at the moment. That's the statistic out of HubSpot. So 100% more video is watched every year at the minute.
Yeah.
So I think as people have become more au fait with it, as social platforms have become more video dominant, and Google are now prioritizing video content on web, as part of search, part of organic search, and all that sort of stuff. So it's becoming a massive, massive thing. Do you find it easy to make it? Because I know you've made it. I know the answer to this because we're friends, but do you find it easy?
Well,
did you find
it took me 18 months post-course to get my finger out, and I think that was probably from you badgering me constantly and Joaquin badgering me constantly about
Why do you think that was?
Because it makes sense. Because it's the right thing to do.
Why do you think it took you 18 months?
There's that inherent fear that you're going to look stupid, you're going to sound stupid, your videos are going to look shit. But I think you've just got to park that. I've probably been in the wilderness a little bit since I moved up to Scotland because I'm still trying to find where I need to place myself. But I would say anybody, you need to do it. If it's just starting out small, just, recording yourself for 30 seconds and not doing anything with it and just getting used to doing that on a daily basis. I know for a fact that I threw people in front of camera as well. And
in your business,
yeah, which they probably didn't appreciate at the time.
Well, never Jen, who you threw in front of camera, now is.
Wasn't going to name names.
But she's been on the podcast before.
I'm surprised she's not coming and shove me out of the way. So I'm not
but she, she's been on the podcast before.
Yes,
and she hated it. She hated it. It was not for her. But now she's brilliant on camera, and I think the same for you. Like when you were sort of saying, "Oh, I don't really like it." I mean, look, I am a rotund, bearded, greying man.
So am I.
Nice. Well, that's why we're friends. And I don't love myself on camera a lot of the time, but I think it's become so important, I think, for business growth and development. We're talking outside of industry. We did come up and do some filming for transparency. We have worked with you. You have paid us money to make stuff. After you moved to Scotland, beautiful Scotland, we came up and filmed with your camper van hire company, Adventures. Amazing camper van hire company, brilliant. If you want to go and do the East Coast 500, you can go and do.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. And also, we stayed one night, didn't we, on the side of a mountain because we were going to get the sunrise sunset with the. And it was wicked.
Jammy Gates. I've not even done that.
Me and Nick went and stayed overnight in the camper van, had a couple of whiskies and watched the sun go down. It was amazing, right? It's incredible.
And what happened in the van stays in the van, obviously.
I mean, we are very good friends. But, it's an amazing company.
Yeah.
We made a whole suite of visuals for that business. And we did that just after you'd moved up there, I think, after you bought that business. So that was like 2022, sort of 3 years down the line now. And you're still using that content because people often ask me, right? They often say, oh, well, why would I get professional visuals made? Why would I do that?
Yeah.
But we're talking now content that we made 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's still being used today, still going out on the internet.
Yeah.
So people ask about return on investment.
I mean, for me, it was, you did the photos, you did a load of like shots, just like little clips. Yeah, you probably know what they're called because you're the technical guy.
Shorts.
And I literally broke all of those up and created God knows how many reels that we still drop them into Canva, and they go all over social media regularly. And it's what they call evergreen, isn't it?
Evergreen.
So the advert that you did, which made me cry when I first saw it, we've rebranded now, but that's not an issue for us. So, it's just massive. And the thing is, I think it's getting that balance between the professional, and I think as an agency, if we're going back into that space, you need to have a mixture of it all. You need to have the sort of quirky, the sort of rough around the edges, real, because it makes you look real. If we go back to Marcus Sheridan and what he says about people need to trust you before they'll buy from you, you build that trust over time and people will then come to you, and then having obviously the professional stuff as well. So like I say, there needs to be
a balance. Yeah. It's all about balance. And we run training all the time, don't we? We want people just see what happens if they make some video. I don't know how many podcasts. We're over 100 podcasts in, right? We've given loads of advice. We've done bits on that sound. Go and watch, anyone who's watching and listening, go and have a look at some of the podcasts that we made about, lighting, that we've done about audio, that we've done about, content, everything. There's loads and loads of our podcasts are all about helping people get going.
Yeah.
And when they see the value in it, they'll keep going. You know, you started making video content 2020, probably around COVID.
Yeah, just
around
before
COVID.
I started doing my buy-to-let deals just before COVID.
And now I've started seeing videos that you've done for OMG, and you've got, you know, almost a video a day almost going out, little tips, bits of advice, whatever.
If you think, and I don't know if it was you that said this to me, the first video that you will ever make will be, pardon my French, shite.
That was Mr. Watkin, actually.
Was it?
Yeah, first video would be shite, yeah.
It was shite. But you're going on a journey, and, you know, mine are a bit, I'd say they're okay.
Yeah.
But, you know, you've got to just do the first one and then just keep going. And then I've read somewhere as well, if you do something 60 times, it becomes habit forming, and then you'll just keep doing it.
Yeah.
So you've just got, why not just film 60 videos in one go, and then that will mean
then it becomes the habit. What would your top 3 tips be for getting started with video? JFDI?
I was going to say that.
Yeah, it's a family podcast. We can't swear. Shite is fine. But,
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Just do it. Have a go.
Nike.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think this is...
It's fine. You can say just do it. Yeah. This is the reason it's successful.
Get some help. Talk to people that are doing it. You know, there are people like that. Like I say, I have an experience, you know, OMG is not about making video. I'd probably signpost them to somewhere else. But I'm happy to have that conversation because I've done it. Again, it's that thing. You can't really comment on doing something if you haven't done it yourself.
No.
So, you know, talk to people. One of the things that, you know, I'm really lucky that the industry that we work in is so supportive. You're always going to get the backstabby competition that don't really like what you're doing.
Yeah.
That's a good thing, because then why do they not like what you're doing? But talk to people. There's a network out there. There are people that are doing video. There's some honestly amazing stuff out there.
Yeah.
3, don't give up.
Consistency
is key.
Yeah.
You know, even if, and I'd say, if the thing is you don't like to look at yourself, there's little tricks of the trade that you can do that you don't have to look at yourself. And when you're editing, just, if you don't want to edit, there's companies apparently, allegedly, will do the editing for you.
There are.
At a reasonable price.
There are.
You know.
It's not a sales pitch.
I was being,
do that.
you know.
We do
but
that.
It could be that might be the thing, though, that is stopping someone. I hate Canva.
Yeah.
So I've found another way of doing it.
Brilliant.
But
fine.
That might be the
ways
thing.
and means.
Yeah.
Doing is better than not.
Yeah.
Do is better than...
Because if you don't, and this is, you know, I'm having a little self-plug now as well. I'm going to be dropping some videos about estate agents getting into lettings. And one of the things I say is, one of the 10 reasons is, if you don't do it, your competitor will, and your landlords or your clients will then be down the road to them, because they'll see they're visible and they're present, they're trustworthy. You know, some of the things that I've done is we did a lot of stuff in the community where we visited businesses and did videos. Jen will purport to that, because I wrote Jen as well. Community content.
Brilliant.
And then that again, you're creating that trust.
Correct.
You've just got to do it.
Yeah, well, you've got me, so you can just give me a shout, can't you?
Yeah, it's a bit of a journey though, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I'm not. Yeah, I don't mean come, but if you need advice, you've got it.
Yeah.
A couple of light-hearted ones.
Oh, here we go.
I know. I like to ask all my guests. So, have you got a favourite movie?
It depends. Are we going guilty pleasure movie, or are we going like serious, like favourite?
Let's go guilty pleasure. Yeah, well, I've got loads of those.
Top Gun.
Oh, it's a great movie.
And The Lost Boys. That certain people.
I love The Lost Boys.
You know, certain people within a short distance have not seen it yet.
What a movie! I mean, that is Keith Sutherland at his finest.
Yeah,
that is an 80s powerhouse.
It's very 80s, isn't it?
So 80s, but I love The Lost Boys. What a movie! That is a great shout.
Yeah, but if I was going serious, Shawshank Redemption.
Such a popular answer.
Is it?
Answer on the
so
podcast.
Boring.
No, it's not boring. It's just an incredible movie that even it was the late 90s. Shawshank?
I don't know.
So you're talking like 25, 30 years down the line, it's still like top of people's mind. It's still top of people's mind. Yeah. That's crazy, right? Yeah. That is crazy.
And obviously Star Wars, you can't. I mean, I can't not say that in front of you, can I?
I mean, I love Star Wars. Everyone who knows me knows I love Star Wars. Yeah. Have you got anything you're watching right now you recommend?
Last One Laughing.
I
have not cried so much.
Bob Mortimer is funniest.
Well, you see, I remember Bob Mortimer when I was a student watching Vic and Bob's Big Night Out. Yeah. And obviously I've started watching Bob with his fishing programme. I hate fishing.
Yeah.
But just him and Paul Whitehouse. Yeah, he's legend.
It's the funny, honestly, I hurt watching, Try Not to Laugh. I hurt my body.
In this crappy world that we're in right now, something like that, it just lifts you up.
He just has funny bones. he is hilarious to his
random
core.
as well.
He's random, yeah. So look, I wish you huge success.
Thank you.
I love you, and I want OMG to be amazing.
Shall we hug now?
We'll hug after. But for anyone who wants some lettings advice, come and see you.
Yeah.
But it's amazing to see you. Thanks for coming all the way from Scotland to see us.
No worries.
And I wish you every success.
Thank you.